Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers played like an old man tonight. Basically, he played like an old man, and he was bad. He was bad, especially in the second half. That third down and 6 attempt during the fourth quarter in the red zone when the ball went over the wide receiver head. I forget who he was. That was horrible. He missed that throw so badly, man. That was absolutely horrible when the Steelers needed him most in clutch time. Is it time for Steelers Nation to panic? Is it that
I,
time?
I don't know. Like one of the biggest things for the whole season for the Steelers was the defense. The defense looked horrible all year long. The last week it was like, yes, the defense is back. They caused a lot of turnovers. They was getting sacks. Then this week it went right back to the old defense that we've seen all year long. So I mean, the defense also, you always know the defense leads to the offense. So once the defense is doing bad, man, it's like the Steelers are going downhill. They can't really move the ball. And they got one wide receiver, honestly. They got DK Metcalf. That's
Oh
it, that
man.
wide receiver.
If
And
you want to consider him a number one wide receiver, or you know what I mean. But we'll get to him, man. We're gonna get to him, man. But yeah, it's like, man, the Steelers, they put together a good defensive game against the Colts last week. Looked very good, shut the number one offense down, and then you come up and play against the Chargers like this. I mean, at the same time, man, if you're the Steelers, you're depending on Aaron Rodgers to do some great things at the same time. If the defense doesn't show up, you depend on the great Aaron Rodgers to do some special things, and he couldn't do that for the Steelers today or tonight. You know what I mean? And
right.
I think it has to do with the way the Chargers play defense. They are very, very physical on defense, and they just play very good team ball, just like John Harbaugh wants them to be, and wants his team to do. And that's the key to victory for the Chargers. Play physical team ball, right? No one's selfish. No one's concerned about how many carries I get, how many times I receive the ball, how many yards I finish this game with. You know, they're just about winning over there in the Chargers.
Right. And you
And the
got
Los Angeles Chargers are one of my Super Bowl picks. If y'all understand it, y'all know. And my picks are holding up pretty good. And if you're a bet man, and I ain't gonna tell you who we about to sign with, but if you're a betting man, you would have bet with the Chargers versus the Steelers in the Super Bowl, and you would be a rich son of a gun right now. That $500 you wanted to bet would have turned into 5,000, just like that.
I mean, and
Tonight,
then
one of those tough, old school, drag you knockout games, baby. And who will be standing tall in the fourth quarter will win. Talk to me. What you got to say, Dries?
now I was saying they even had the third string running back. Honestly, Vidal, he's a third string running back. He ran for 25. He had 25 carries for almost 100 yards with 95 yards. That shows you like it don't matter who's in the backfield. That line and a lot of offensive linemen is hurt. They top Joe Alt is out the game, and
Joe
right now
Altman, man.
they
Yeah,
still are able to produce their run game with a third string running back and a couple linemen is out the game. They still producing at the running back position.
right.
And it's like, man, you play defense, you run a ball, you control the clock. That's like the keys to victory.
You notice the teams that no matter who they have at running back, no matter who is hurt on the offensive line, they still produce at the running back position because they have that system and they coach their team the correct way to play physical, tough, knock you out, drag out football. You got Sean Payton with the Denver Broncos, right? You have who else? Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? You got the Cleveland Browns, right? You have the Chargers, right? I mean, I can't think right off the top of my head.
Honestly, the Colts right now with Jonathan Taylor getting
The Colts are
150
doing
yards a
great.
game.
And the Eagles. How could I forget about the Eagles? You got the Eagles, and then Sean Stetchen, right? He's a part of the Eagles, right? He came from the Eagles system, so you might as well see. So you know what I mean? And you understand, man, if you teach your team how to be a physical team and you practice that way, and you beat that into their head every day. We need to run the ball. If we don't run the ball, X, Y, and Z. And if you promote that to the team, man, that's how you become a physical team. It's simple as that, man. I've seen it. I've done it. I've been a part of it. And I'm just telling you, man, I understand, you know. But we was talking about DJ Metcalf. Oh man. DJ Metcalf doesn't have the superpowers Aaron Rodgers is used to having with his go-to receivers. That is the issue with Aaron Rodgers right now. He thinks that DK Metcalf can be the Devontae Adams, the Jordan Nelsons, the Donald Drivers, or the Greg Jennings. And he's not like that, honestly. DJ
Right.
Metcalf, man, he doesn't have the quicks to suddenly get off, the quick jam or press coverage. He doesn't have the quicks to instantly get off the line of scrimmage and make a play. He can't get open suddenly like those guys I just named. And that's what
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is used to. He's used to getting the ball out of his hands quick because those guys was able to make sudden moves and be open right now on back shoulder fades, those right now slants. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now Aaron Rodgers is forced to change his game up or his style of play because he has to adjust to DJ Metcalf and let me say this correctly. Instantly, he's not a instantly fast guy, right? He's like, he takes a while to build up, right? So he has to adjust to this wide receiver that doesn't have that instant get open right now speed. All right, that's how we're gonna say it. He doesn't have get open right now speed. So Aaron Rodgers is forced to adjust that, man, and try to make a play with the type of number one wide receivers he isn't used to. That's what Aaron Rodgers is dealing with at the end of the day. And the Steelers should have traded for another receiver.
They should.
And Metcalf some help. Metcalf just can't show up like Rodgers need him to be. And Jaden Waddle, man, like I predicted, he would have been the perfect pick for the Steelers to go grab, and they would have been more competitive tonight. They would have been more competitive tonight against the Chargers because DK Metcalf was getting D'd up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying also, like when Aaron Rodgers step out the pocket, he does that scrambling around. He has so much connection with his pass receivers where they can make a move and then get open. Like you see today, he tried to throw DK Metcalf open, and he's like he missed it. And they didn't have that same connection as he did pass with his receivers having that quick move and his scramble drill as well.
You put it perfectly. He's used to throwing these wide receivers open and putting the ball in places that he knows those receivers can make the play. He can't get that right now. He can't throw DK Metcalf open. DK Metcalf is frustrated when he gets D'd up. I feel like he doesn't understand how to bounce back and fight back and get hard. He pouts like a baby. He pouts like he's entitled to be open. You know what I mean? Like, you have to fight and win these battles to get open, especially for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is dependent on you. And yeah, man.
It seemed like DK need the ball to come straight to him for him to make a play. You can't throw it to an area where it's like I'll go get it, and you know what I mean? Because there was some big plays that could have been made today, but it was just like off target a little bit.
Every time, most of the times you watch DK Metcalf on his routes, you don't see any separation. You see the cornerbacks stuck to him like glue, and that play before Aaron Rodgers made that awful pass on third down, in the fourth, I think it was the fourth quarter with like 6 minutes left or whatever it was. And right after that, he tried to throw a fade route to DK Metcalf, and I think the cornerback was Hart. Hart was on him just like any other cornerback, stuck him right on his hip. And Hart made if that was the right cornerback out there, Hart made the toughest play to make as a cornerback. Like, he played it like it was a back shoulder fade, and he didn't even have to. But that's because DK Metcalf is that slow, that he doesn't have enough sudden quickness to make any of the cornerbacks fear him. You understand? Or do things to get open right now, man. And that's what Aaron Rodgers is missing. And he started feeling himself. Aaron Rodgers started feeling himself, man. Like you say, try to do it Patrick Mahomes. He got caught up trying to do his best Patrick Mahomes impersonation. He thought that Achilles was feeling better and thought he was 3 years old all over again. And that ended up in a safety. You know what I mean? He ended up in the safety, man. But I like Justin Herbert, man. I like Justin Herbert. I'm impressed with what Justin Herbert does as a quarterback. It doesn't look sexy and as fancy as the top elite quarterbacks, what we're used to saying, and then Patrick Mahomes, the old Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady's, and things like that. But he's a winner, man. He understands how to win, and he understands what players to get the ball to in what situations, and that's what it boils down to. But that slant route by Lad McConkey, man, he put it on Brandon Echols, boy. That was nasty, boy. Echols
Yeah. Honestly, last year I thought like Lad McConkey, he should have been like the rookie of the year because he was like more surprising than what I mean. Because nobody expected him come out of Georgia and do what he do with the Chargers last year. So to me, like I would have gave him like rookie of the year last year on offense because it was such a surprise. Like he gets the ball, he gets his receptions, he get open, create space, and then he get the yards after catch.
Man, Brandon Echols, man, he let McConkey create damn near 5 yards of separation in a 5-yard route. That's bad, man. That play was over before it started, man. That was some nasty work. But the Chargers got the victory, man. Chargers versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl. We said it here first on Say What Needs to Be Said. Watch out. Check out the Eagles tomorrow against who they play tomorrow again?
They play the Packers.
Watch the Eagles tomorrow versus the Packers. And when you watch the Eagles play tomorrow night, just think about what Mr. Pickett said. Super Bowl, just one of the Super Bowl teams this season. And they will be playing the Chargers. And we'll see, man. We'll see how that goes.